Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Tuesday.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Tuesday.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite. Means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pauvin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pauvin. Way to go.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Gun. Wait! 21!
On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, Tuesday.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
12. Gun. Hey, South.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Gun. 11. Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
For the Minnesota Vikings, earlier you and I were breaking down Kirk Cousins' season and the disappointment there, but they go from 13-3 to 8-7-1, and this was a team that many thought off that 13-3 season were Super Bowl contenders. What happened?
I think they struggled with Kirk Cousins meshing in as their new starting quarterback. Their offensive line had its share of troubles up front. Couldn't keep Dalvin Cook healthy as their lead runner. But the defense, even though the numbers were good at the end of the year, they struggled throughout as well. They had some games where they gave up some big plays. Remember the Rams game earlier in the season? The Packers game that was a tie, I think the second game of the year. So all in all, they could just never get that consistency and cohesiveness that they had in 2018. But it's a team that's not very far away. They can bounce right back into the playoffs in this upcoming year.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, Tuesday.
Coming left, it's Freeman. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go. Hey, South.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And out now come the Vikings. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 20.
Here's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And finding the tight end Hooper. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the now is 2nd and 10.
Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Bailey now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Quaker Omaha.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Handoff comes to Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? the shotgun. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gun! Wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's Freeman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Ready. Hey. Motion. There we go.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tuesday, Tuesday.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, my way. 55, my guy, 55.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it. At the 44.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
On. Gun. Let him go.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Get up! Gun. Hey, let's go. 11. Gun. Let him go.
This time Ryan will throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Tuesday. 11.
Ryan. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for jump. He's got a man. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Ryan to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yellow. He's in there. Yellow. Two. Black.
Cousins. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cousins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.